Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Season 1, Episode 6. It's called Chapter 6, An Exorcism in Greendale. So, full spoilers for the episode, as always. So, we dealt with Susie's uncle this episode. So they set him up a couple ago.
Who they did tie up.
They did confirm that, yes. Yes, of course you were going to bring that up and point it out.
Well, I'm just saying, we were confused about it last time.
Yes. And it brings up some interesting things, like witches don't do exorcisms because exorcisms are a Catholic thing, and therefore we're witches. We don't. That's the false god. That's false god power. We don't use that.
Yeah. Do you know what's really strange? This is just interesting. Well, what I thought was interesting is the false god, like denying that he is a god, whereas the very existence of their dark lord Satan implies there is a counter, something that you know.
Yeah, I took it. From. I took it as false god, not necessarily meaning that he doesn't exist, just that he's the one you shouldn't follow.
Okay.
You know, we follow the one true God.
Okay, fair enough. Thing.
Oh, but yeah, so the interesting part of this episode is that it's actually the friends. It was Harvey, Roz, and Susie who have the supernatural thing, and Sabrina has to kind of play dumb and sort of try and be skeptical in front of them. But immediately goes home to her aunts and goes, "There's an exorcism, there's a demon, there's a possession. We need to do an exorcism, damn it."
And Zelda's like, "Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I could be dead, so it's fine. Just go along with it."
And I mean, Hilda's not much better. It's like, oh, to have a teenage witch in the house. How was school?
When she's in class and they make fun of her because she asked about exorcisms, and they're like, "No, we can't do exorcisms. Shut up. You're silly.
Don't be stupid."
Yeah. But another big part of the episode, of course, is Wardle and Sabrina confronting her and questioning why she is who she is and who she says is. And Wardle basically like, "Oh, your father asked me to look out for you from a distance." And Sabrina, to her credit, doesn't really buy it. She's like, "This is kind of bullshit. Stay away. You've been following me. It's weird." And kind of warns her multiple times.
Tells the aunts. Well, no, she goes over to the aunts and they're like, "Well, yeah, sounds like something your dad would do."
Yeah. And she doesn't still trust her. It's not until, of course, that she goes into the mines with Harvey because she wants to try and find if there's any clues about who this demon is. And he's all scared, but he's been affected. All three of the ones who were with the uncle, they all start seeing visions of him. The demon's kind of like giving them like paranoid visions and saying awful things to them that are based on who they are and what they're going through. And Sabrina finds this seal that's been broken. It's like, okay, so the miners, when they were digging around, broke this open, and that's probably why the demon's out in the world. Okay, fine. Sure. And it becomes about, okay, how do we do this? And it's actually Wardell who offers up, your father had some experimental witch versions of exorcisms that he had, that didn't come from God. It came from, the power of the witch. We could try that. And she's basically like, and what I thought was interesting about this episode is that, so by the end of it, she makes a big show of helping Sabrina with this problem that her aunts don't even want to help her with. Although eventually Hilda goes along, and then Zelda eventually gives in and goes to help as well.
I have a question on the exorcism ritual.
Sure.
Do you believe that this was something that Edward came up with, or is this something that she knows about from somewhere else?
That's a good question. I've never really thought about that. I just took it as true. But
no, exactly, because it plays as okay, that fits with what we know about him, right? Yeah. And that's why none of the characters question it. But why would she know it from him? Why would she have been trusted with that?
Yeah, that could be true.
Unless when she told Sabrina that she was his acolyte, right? Maybe that was true.
Yeah, maybe she was actually close to him for a period of time.
Yeah, it could actually have been true. Maybe she wasn't lying.
Well, Joe, what's interesting is throughout this episode, I think, because by the end, of course, because she does all this, Sabrina kind of warms to her by the end and says, "Do you want to come in, for a bit?" And she says, "No."
Have a cuppa.
And at this point, I was like, you know what? She's been so like cartoonishly evil the whole show and how she presents herself. But I was wondering, what if the swerve here is that she actually is just genuinely, even though she's technically under the Dark Lord, she actually has a personal goal of helping her and looking out for her.
Yeah, and obviously being a witch and part of that coven, she doesn't think she's being evil by going, "Hey, let's convince her to join the cult."
And if she's telling the truth about was it her parent to fell in love with a mortal?
Yeah.
If she's telling the truth about that, then it would make a sense that she felt connected. However, I liked that the episode, after you maybe thinking this a little bit, shows out right now she's an evil bitch. She's not to be trusted, because we find out that the uncle died in his sleep overnight, and then we see a flashback to it during this conversation where she was there and she used the voodoo doll to kill him. So it's like you almost thought maybe she actually has some good in her. Nope, she's evil. She's just straight up evil, right? So we have her around, and we're going to have Sabrina trusting her to some extent, and that should.
And she knows where the demon is.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's not going to end well.
That's true. Down the well. So no. Did you? I mean, you weren't as keen in the last episode. Did you enjoy this one?
It was better. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I think part of it is still the problems of this uncle plot kind of feels just like whatever. The way it was introduced, that didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, it's the uncle being possessed itself. I don't really care about, but I like the idea of the supernatural plot coming from the friends who are not meant to know about the supernatural. I like that part of it, and I like Sabrina just genuinely trying to figure it out and deal with it. I like what comes from it for everyone else, but the actual him being possessed and saying all this demonic shit, I was just kind of like, whatever.
And the only scene to do with the demon itself that I was quite into was when she was astral projecting.
Sure,
and
yeah.
The conversation with it, I thought that was a bit more interesting.
Which did make me laugh. That Sabrina's like, I'll astral project. You can look out for me. And Amber's like, no, don't do it. Psychopomp.
We've just been through this. Bad idea. She's like, I'll be fine.
Which, by the way, Psychopomp was mentioned. I think it was a comic last week. Because after we watched that episode, the word popped up and I was like, oh, this is a thing. This is not just a Sabrina. This is a thing.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It must have been a comic because I remember having that moment.
I imagine it was the Witch in Our book because that had death
Probably
stuff
was,
in it. Yeah, but yeah, I remember it popping. I was like, Psycho, this is a thing. This is not just for that show. This is an actual thing that people know about. Okay.
Some people, at least.
Yes. In mythology, so cool. But so she does that, and it tries to vomit on her, but she's obviously not really there. But and tries to go down her throat, even in her astral form.
Yeah, presumably trying to possess her, right?
Yeah.
I thought that's what the implication was.
Given how it comes out of the other dude, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, but even during that scene, the way she's spinning around at the end, I thought it was okay. It's trying to come to her body instead.
Yeah, it's actually Salem who goes and gets Ambrose to come and save the day.
I was wondering, is there a little bit of it in there still? That'll come back up later.
Maybe. I like the stuff in the mines with Harvey afterwards, where he's scared shitless. And she's I don't know. I don't usually like the relationship that much.
Harvey is such
I'm into it, but
a boring non-character to me that it's just screen time for this moment.
Sure, I don't know. He works for me in a simple pulpy way, just in terms of what he represents for Sabrina's decision making. The other dude though, Nick or Nathaniel, whatever his name is, so he kind of starts flirting with her again, and she's like, oh, I should be clear here that I do have a boyfriend. He's like, I don't mind. You can have more than one.
Yeah, it was like, two halves, two skulls. Why not two boyfriends? So I can share. Which
is honestly one of the most surprising responses to that question that he could have said. I don't think I was expecting him to be like, that's fine. I don't mind being the second one.
Yeah, I'll be the bit on the side.
Yeah, that was interesting. I like Sabrina's reaction to it because she's just kind of like, what?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
He's like, it's fine. Dude will be dead in 60 years.
Yeah, I'm immortal. We'll be together, when he's dead. It's fine. He's playing the long game.
He is. He's got plans.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I don't really like him. He's a bit too smarmy and sure of himself.
I'm waiting for him to just be shady at some point.
Yeah, there's something evil going on there deep down. I can tell.
Yeah.
He's fishy. And also, so Blackwood comes by after Liz, and he's like, "Oh, I've heard that you've performed an exorcism," and he's like, "Oh, why I should banish you all? You should all be excommunicated, the whole lot of you." And Zella's like, "Well, I'll give you 2 reasons why not to. You're 2 children. You're getting twins, and I'm the only one who can deliver them safely. So you know what? Maybe you could just."
So yeah, That buys them what, 13 months?
Yeah, 13-month pregnancy apparently is what they have.
Yeah, just because.
Just because, yeah. But of course 13 being
She seemed very far along.
yes, 13 being the unlucky number, of course, which is why
Yeah.
it's 13. I suppose 666 was just too many. That was just too ridiculous.
I wonder if it's that many. No, no, never mind.
Not even close to that many days.
No, I was just thinking. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not right.
If they told me it was like, I don't know, 20 months and it worked out that it was 666 days, then that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
I was getting there.
no, 13 months. So no, so that's ticking along. That's doing its thing. Hilda gets a job at the dude, the guy in the vampire costume.
Yeah.
I believe that is Gaeta from Battlestar Galactica. That I'm recognizing there. Yes. Who I actually was noticing in the scene. I was like, man, he looks a little bit like Tika Waititi, a little bit.
Do you think?
They got a similar kind of build, and the hair's kind of similar. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look out for it next time. I wasn't seeing it, but maybe if I'm looking for it.
Like I never mistook them for each other. I just I was like, oh, that's the guy from Battlestar. I was like, but I've not seen him in a long time because I've not seen him in anything for years.
Like when he pops up in the next episode or two, I'll have a look and I'll let you know what I think.
All right. I'm not saying he could fool you, but I'm just
Yeah.
similar. And Hilda's wearing a costume. She's got a Bride of Frankenstein get up on, and she's given a love potion or something. I'm assuming it's a love potion to Ambrose's squeeze. Luke. That's the one.
It said Amore on it, right, on the bottle.
Did it?
Yeah, sure it did.
I'll take your word for it. I didn't know.
That's French for love, right?
Sure.
So love potion.
Yeah, okay. A love potion. It's going to be head over heels for Ambrose, and I'm sure that won't backfire.
No, love potions never go wrong, do they?
No. I think we all remember Bewitched, Bothered and Bewildered from the hit television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, in which Xander accidentally made every lady in Sunnydale be attracted to him to a violent degree. It was a blast.
I'm going to start drinking every time you make a Buffy reference.
Do you know, it's funny, we just added sponsorship tiers on Patreon for some of the podcasts, and I cracked a joke about, there'll be a super mega sponsor, but every time I drop a Buffy reference, I'll say who the Buffy reference has been brought by. But it would cost too much because I do it too often. It'd be worth...
Instead, we'll joke and it'll be brought to you by whatever I'm drinking.
No, they're not getting free advertisements.
Oh, well, why not?
No. They want an advertisement they can pony up. I'm not doing it.
They don't know we exist.
I don't know they exist either, to be fair, so I'm okay with that.
That's true. You are equally clueless.
Yes. But yeah, so love spell. So we'll see how that shapes up. No, I dug this episode. Like I say, the actual possessed guy and some of the shit he was saying, I liked.
Generic, right?
It was just really generic. It was kind of playing upon their fears. Susie's sexuality, Rosie's eyesight. Just the stuff. Harvey's fears and everything else. I will say the next episode looks like it's got Harvey doing a family thing, so little concerned the next episode might be rough.
Okay.
Not concerned. Maybe the low point next episode, but we'll see. Who knows? I may be pleasantly surprised. Maybe it'll be better.
Yep, sure. You keep saying that.
Hey, I like this one more than you did. I thought what it did for just the whole idea of the non-supernatural characters having the supernatural problem and Sabrina having to kind of dance around it and solve it on her own.
Yeah.
And I thought Zelda kind of giving in and going to help, because she obviously later on she denies that she did it for a good reason. She's like, oh no, I should be here for the first ever witch exorcism, but
historical reasons.
Yeah. But really Ambrose kind of talked to her because she felt bad, and so. Zelda has a heart in there somewhere. It's hard to find, but it's
there.
It's there. It's somewhere.
Occasionally.
Yeah, you could find it. So what I'm curious about is, when does Sabrina put two and two together and she realizes that what Harvey saw was the Dark Lord? Because she knows what it looks like.
Yeah, I thought she already did when Harvey told her before, to be quite honest with you. Whereas this time, it sounds like she just thinks, oh, okay, you're imagining a demon, right?
Yeah.
But when he first told her, her reaction kind of said to me, like, oh, she knows exactly what he's on about.
The only downside to this stuff is that it means when he does find out she's a witch and she knows about all this crap, he's got more of a right to be pissed about it. Because but it's not just that she's not told him she's a witch. She's actively like saying, "Oh, don't be silly, Harvey. This is not real."
Inevitable betrayal.
Curse your son, but inevitable betrayal. I don't have that shirt on today, but I own it.
Of course you do.
Which is a Firefly reference for those who don't get it. Because you can't trust a T-Rex if you're a herbivore. You just can't.
No, you can't.
But no, that was a solid episode. Again, pretty standalone. I think it's doing an interesting job of feeling like it's got standalone episodes. It's kind of like it's like a blend between a network show and a cable show. It's this thing in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's kind of unique, I guess, in that sense. But
it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, are you overall enjoying it? Because we're still here at episode 6.
Yeah,
so
no, I am overall. These last couple have been the weakest, for sure. I mean, I'm obviously not a big fan of the last one. This one, it's fine. I wouldn't say, I really enjoyed this one, but it wasn't bad. I'm kind of hoping it upswings again, and I'm hoping this is kind of just a lull in the middle of the season. And when we get back to it, I'll be right back into all the witchy goodness.
Yeah, no. So that is episode 6 of Sabrina. We'll be back with episode 7 day after tomorrow, so look forward to that. Let us know what you thought of this one in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Get us on the Twitters at mailed_fuzz for channel updates. If you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/mailfuzztv. You don't have to take a sponsorship, you can just support us at $1, and that is amazing, and you can feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. But otherwise, that is us. So thank you once again for watching or listening. We always appreciate it. Keep watching TV, guys. Have you got any vanilla?